Hey gang, first thanks for the questions. I appreciate hearing from y'all and got some good ones and I appreciate the discussion. Got one today from someone in the professional services space, a contractor, that shared some frustration that they weren't winning as much business with their bids as he thought they should, and we brainstormed a little bit, and the conversation really applies to professional services in general, so I wanted to share three of the areas that we talked about in case it helps you with your preparation. So really contractors, construction, engineering in various forms, surveying, anything that requires you to respond to an RFP, put together a bid, put together a deck to try to sell your business either to folks you're familiar with, but most likely folks you're not, to try and grow your business and get more revenue. So the three things that we talked about was committee decisions, proof, and adding value. And I'll go through those three now and kind of explain. So the first thing is committee decisions. More than likely, most likely actually, the decisions that you are going to be pitching to are being made by more than one person. There's a committee, there's a group of people involved in the decision-making process of earning the business, winning the business, deciding who gets the business. And inside that committee, inside that group, are going to be people that you can probably identify that process, receive, and look at information in different ways. Make sure that the materials you put together, either specifically for the bid or the RFP, or in general representing your company, your website, your printed materials, your social media accounts and whatnot, understand and talk to the different ways in which those people are looking for information, process information, and want to see the information. And how do you find that out? Well, I bet if you comb through the experiences that you've had, both in pitching your business or in working with clients and customers, you can see and recall a few different types of people in which the way they looked at information, asked questions, and processed what you were sharing varied from each other. And you can probably categorize those into two or three or maybe four types of groups: visual people, detail people, statistics people, emotional people, thinkers, feelers, that kind of thing. When you put together your website, your printed materials, and your pitch and your proposals, keep in mind that those folks are going to be looking for the information in ways that matter most to them. And so the more prepared you are with your information, the more persuasive you can be in making your business case, okay? And don't forget the obvious. I know that you eat, sleep, breathe your business, but they don't, right? They probably don't know as much about your business as you think they do or think they should. So don't forget to remind them of the obvious, the who, what, where, when, and why of your business. Start at that foundation so that when you build the specifics in answering what they're looking for, they understand the totality of your business and all of the things that they can bring to the table, the special story, whatever makes you unique. Don't forget to add that, because chances are as many people as you think should know do not. Second is proof. So testimonials are important, project case studies are important, reviews are important, right? It's okay and encouraged to ask people that have done business with you to leave reviews, hopefully positive ones, on Google reviews, social reviews, industry boards, written letters of testimonials. Don't forget, oftentimes we get busy as professional service providers. We get busy in just doing the business, right? And following through and doing what we said we were going to do. And when we're done, we breathe a sigh of relief and move on to the next one. That's what we do. That's what we're programmed to do. In fact, that's what they're paying you to do, right? It's okay to pause and ask for some feedback, ask for a letter, ask for reviews, so that you can build that library. And the more diverse that library is in terms of business types, business sectors, types of projects, size of projects, the better prepared you're going to be to make a better business case for your business as you go into the next opportunity. And the last thing I want to say is don't forget the additional thoughts and creativity. Oftentimes bids and RFPs are highly specific, right? And you, like every other business, is going to answer their line-by-line questions and provide a line-by-line bid as to what you are providing to do or looking to do. It's okay to also add Hey, listen, there's a couple other ways in which we've done this that may be faster, cheaper, or better looking. Maybe it's more expensive, but it's more advanced and has a better aesthetic. Maybe there's some creative process that you can bring to the, or have seen that you can bring that wasn't mentioned and probably won't be in the other proposals. First and foremost, you want to answer the basics, right? You want to cover your basics and answer the questions provided and provide the information requested. But beyond that, showing a little extra thought and bringing fresh ideas is a good way for you to make impact with a group that's looking at the same old answers from different companies, right? So remember, committee decisions have different people that process information differently. So be persuasive in how you're telling your story, but be prepared by knowing how those people receive information, process information, and what information they're looking for, and tuck that away in your website and your printed materials. Remember that a lot of people are doing homework on companies, your company, that you may not even be aware of. You don't have to know they're there anymore. The world we live in with the digital age, there's so much information out there that you don't even have to know they're looking at them. So what are they seeing when they're looking for you? Number two, don't forget the proof, testimonials, case studies, reviews, and make sure it's diverse so you can be ready, have that library ready, and before you move on to the next project, pause for a second, do a debrief on the project, and ask for a letter and a review from those folks. It'll serve you well later. And additional thoughts and fresh ideas are always welcome, even though they may not be asked for in the RFP. We all want to know that people are thinking about us, right? And they're going to hire you to solve a problem. Why not show that you can not only solve the problem they're asking for, but bring some additional perspective to the table as their partner? Hey, listen, shoot me a question if you have it. Love having the discussions. I hope this helps you. If you're in the professional services field, do better with your bids and RFPs. Talk to you soon.